All right, so I'm getting started on production for what's going to be the last demo of the Hancock house. We're moving to Benson next week, and I need to start tearing down the studio and packing and getting ready to move. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's watched the videos, listened to the tracks, seen the progress of the label from the idea we had in Benson, from pressing Drink Streams and Songs in 2015 to forming the LLC here in Hancock in March, and every great show and awesome track that people have been a part of. There's going to be an attached garage in the house in Benson that I can make use of, so there's going to be another studio build like there always is, and more adventures and stuff. But I figured a good icing on the cake for closing up shop in Hancock is there's one track left on the demo list that I had meant to complete for my list, Another Young Drunk. I started it last summer when I was like hot and heavy, like getting good bass lines down for the tracks that I'd written and not released, really. So yeah, I'm like, I need to jam it once before I get downstairs and start doing it, and I want to document as much of this recording process as possible so that years down the road we can see where we were, and to give people a better idea of where we're at now as far as production goes, and be able to gauge the progress in the future. So the last song on that record is going to be called On the Line, and if you don't know, the Another Young Drunk demo list is essentially B-sides from my Just Feel Love list, which Kaylin called my Eat, Love, Pray record this morning, which was pretty funny. But yeah, Just Feel Love. There was a lot of B-sides to that, and then I also picked a couple that were from Montana sessions. There's one that was a newer one, I think. One from a cassette record that I never finished and shouldn't because it's not good. But yeah, it's another list of stuff to finish. So this is On the Line, if I can remember it. Picking up the garbage this world seems to be full of, and so much of my time goes in the waiting in line. They call me by name, I get surprised. Why does everything seem to go around in these circles, in these circles? a long stretch of road just to bring me home. Yeah, I know I got this right, and I'm still singing along. Oh, could you tell me now what the fuck you were thinking? I remembered it to a point. A little out of tune, but there you go. So there's the, that's how it goes. Now let's see if I can record it in a half-assed decent way. So I'm in the studio now. I've got a couple of acoustic guitars laid down, as you can see on the old fancy Logic Express 7. I'm really hoping that when we get to the new place, we upgrade software. I've been using the same software for 12 years now. I'm over it, but it works okay. Yeah, I decided to double track the acoustic guitar. I really just want to demo this. And I'm like, well, yeah, but electric guitars, well, yeah, but leads, but yeah, but pianos, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but, and it's like, yeah, when I have time, for sure, this could be really great, but for the rough demo, I'm just gonna do acoustics, 2 acoustic guitars, a bass line, a vocal line, and a quick drum line. I might not even mix the drums. I might just use the bounce down from the Tascam, but using the MXL 4000 again, as always, and track some vocals. Can't say which way the wind is gonna blow today. I get so tired of picking up the garbage this world seems to be full of, and so much of my time goes into waiting in line. They call me by name, I get surprised. Why does everything seem to go around in these circles? Alright, so for those of you that don't know, the way that I've figured out that I can track drums in the setup that I currently have without buying a new interface was to use these hard disk recorders. So we have the Tascam, and we also use the Fostex. So with this I can do 16 channels simultaneously. I can run the headphone outputs to the computer so I can monitor the mixes, and it also helps when I transfer tracks from the Tascam and the Fostex. When I have those bounce downs from the headphone amps, I can actually line up the transients. So that way I am able to synchronize everything and have it isolated, while still also being able to check on the computer what the take sounds like and see if it's even a keeper or not. So essentially what I do is I set up my session here. I've got all these wired up. They're coming from the direct line outputs where the microphones are for the drum set. Labeled on the board. I do kick, snare, top and snare bottom, all 3 toms and 2 overheads, 8 channels. And then I run basically the mix off of the computer to the board out to my headphone amp, and then I run the output of the Tascam onto a track in my computer. So that creates a feedback loop where I can hear what the drums sound like in my headphone mix too. So it's a roundabout way of not spending money on a new interface, but it does work. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some drums for on the line, and I decided I'm just gonna stick with a couple of acoustic guitars, a bass, a vocal, 1 take vocal, and a drum take. Yeah, I wanted this to be a demo, and there's more ideas than time, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah. All right, so I got a mix. I think it's good enough for a demo. The vocals are a lot louder than I usually do, but at a certain point, we get told a lot that our vocals are too quiet and you can't understand the words. So I'm gonna be the guinea pig on this one and put my voice out there and see if we get made fun of or if we get told that it's freaking awesome. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for a great 1.5 years in Hancock, making tunes, freaking making records, living the dream, shit like that. We'll see y'all in Benson.